Hey everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. So my next video, this is my second video, it's only my second one. The first one, which I'll leave a clip to watch it, is an introduction to me and what I'm about, a little bit about my backstory and what I'm doing moving forward and what this channel is going to be about at a glimpse. So before I get into the nitty-gritty of things, I really wanted to bring up human psychology, and on the point of, we've all seen the films, right? We've all seen the films where we love a rebellion. We love a rebellion. V for Vendetta, Star Wars, The Matrix, Robin Hood, to name a couple. And we always root for the rebels, right? We always root for the rebels. Because from a fiction point of view, that's the easier thing to do. It's easy to support the rebels because it's not real, right? It's not real. So that's easy. It's easy not to just stay on the side of the oppressors and what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even say that. You don't probably know what I mean. But dictatorship is another one. We don't need to side with those because we can see from our point of views on the comfortable, in our comfort zone, on the sofas, in the cinema, watching them, we support the rebels because we can see morally they're on the right side and the oppressors are not morally on the right side of humanity. Robin Hood, famous saying from Robin Hood: take from the rich and give to the poor. Taxes. Because all the taxation that Sheriff, oh God, I've forgotten his name. The Sheriff of Nottingham. I don't know if he has an actual name apart from Sheriff of Nottingham. Actually, in the film, I can't remember. I've seen it so many times. But the Sheriff of Nottingham is rising taxes to his benefit. Doesn't that sound familiar? Guys? The rise of taxes to benefit the few. The Matrix. There's quotes in there that the Agent Smith, it's all about controlling humanity. And obviously the machines use humanity for a power source to power their technology, but that's another thing. But what I wanted to get to is control and giving a safe world, if you like, or safe environment where people just in Matrix I'm talking about here. I'll come to reality in a moment, but in that world it's comfortable, it's like the norm, and you're just going by the motions. But then there's loads of stuff in the Matrix. I'm not going to be able to go through it all in this one video, but I'll touch on it in future videos. There's one point when Neo is speaking to the architect, and he comes to the conclusion it all comes down to choice. Because the people strapped into the Matrix are not aware of there being a choice whether to be in the Matrix or not. They're not aware of that choice. Unless they obviously seek it, and obviously, as in the as in the film, obviously the minority seek the truth and seek other choices, and they find it, and they set themselves free, if you like, okay, in the film. So there's loads and loads of things in the Matrix that really, I believe, are a message to us on what's going on and what we've got to do collectively. This is not just the few. This is to the majority of us need to do this, because I believe they're put into films because it's fiction. That's not actually possible. That's not actually real. Our leaders wouldn't actually do that. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. If you really look, guys, if you really look, you can see it. It's exactly what they're doing to us. Rising taxes. Controlling us. Trying to control the way we think through the news, through TV, through the other programs to scare us. But we've got to wake up, like in the Matrix. Got to wake up. The news isn't doing you any favours. It's doing you no favours at all. Potentially lying to you. Because there's a phrase that came out that I started to learn a little bit more about 4 years ago, when a certain thing happened around the world. I'm not going to say what it is, but you all know what that is, what happened 4 years ago. But it was all a case of following the money. Where does the money lead? And then when you figure out where the money's leading, then you're like, is that a coincidence? Nah. No. But if you follow the money, everyone has an agenda. Like my agenda is to share with you. My agenda is to share with you, to open your mind to things that potentially may not have opened up. Like I said in my very first video, there's lots of other people doing this stuff and sharing this stuff, and I want to be one of the ones that are sharing, because I'm confident in my opinions. Obviously, I'm always open to be corrected. Like I said in my first video, I'm not saying I'm right and everybody else is wrong. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to be real, to share, and hopefully give you guys some encouragement, some empowerment. Think, holy crap, this can be done. I'm not a big name, I'm not out there, but I can do these things. I am doing these things, and I'm getting results, and I'm seeing things, and my eyes are being opened, slowly being opened to stuff. Because we need to rebel. We need to rebel. If it doesn't sit right with you morally, there's something a leader is saying to us that we have to do. We have to pay these more taxes. We can't do this. Farmers can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Lots of stuff. And it doesn't sit right with you, then don't do it. Don't do it. and stand up for yourselves. And I know lots of farmers, and I'm using farmers as an example because it's a hot topic right now, but I know farmers are standing up for themselves, and good on them. Good on them. When you saw the farmers in Canada seeing what they were doing, how did it make you feel? For me, I was like, why are we not doing it here? Why are we not doing it here? Why are we just taking it and accepting it? Well, I do know why. It's the easy thing to do, right? For the majority, it's the easy thing to do. It's like wearing the whole masks thing, right? It was the easy thing to do to cover up your face and not be challenged and be confronted, because that might feel a little bit uncomfortable. Even though deep down you might have felt, actually, I don't want to do this, but I feel like I've got to, because I've got to keep everyone else happy. I've got to keep everyone else on side. And to touch on that as well, keeping other people happy. I used to live by that. School, college, for many, many, many years, I just wanted people to like me. And I just did stuff to fit in. Whether it was a haircut, the way I acted, what I did in my spare time. I just did stuff to fit in. And that's what a lot of people do. Maybe you can relate to that. Just fitting in. But was I truly happy just by fitting in? No. Not deep down. On a conscious level, maybe. But deep down, no, I wasn't. Because I was hiding parts, I was hiding things that I wanted to do and the way I wanted to act and things I was interested in. I was a little bit quiet, reserved. I wasn't as loud as I am nowadays. I would never have done anything like this and expressed myself for the world to see. And it's not from a point of, I'm going to go and beat someone up because I feel like it. I'm going to go and be really nasty to someone just because I feel like it. I'm obviously not that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy. I have a moral compass. I have decency. And I like to think, obviously I'm biased, I'm a good human being. I'm a good human being. Obviously I've made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. We do. But if you want to do something and you're letting the noises around you, loved ones, friends, colleagues, what have you, persuade you against doing the thing that you really want to do, whose life are you living? Whose life are you living? Is it yours? Was it theirs? Because you are doing what other people want you to do around you. And they only saying these things, anything to you, because they care. Because they care for you and they feel that is a better choice for you. But if you want to do something, and this probably happens multiple times. If you want to do lots and lots and lots of things and you're persuaded otherwise and you don't go and do those things, it will get to you. It will, in time. It will get to you. On a conscious level, you might look happy and cool and, yeah, I'm cracking on, I'm all good, I'm rolling with life, life is good. But you might have a sense that something is missing. Something is missing. To give you an idea from my perspective, I bought my childhood dream car 2 years ago. 2 years ago I bought it. I had an opportunity to do it. Now it's a 4.2 V8. Right? It's not an economical car, but that's not why I bought it for. But the reason why I bought it is I saw that car in a magazine when I was 13 years old. I was like, I want that car. I'd love to have that car one day. And the opportunity came up at a decent price, everything I wanted on it. I seized the opportunity. Now I had people around me, not everyone, thankfully my partner encouraged it, which is great, but I had other people around me like, what are you doing? Why are you buying that? I went from a 3 litre diesel to sold the 3 litre diesel, went to a 4.2 V8. People are like, you crazy? What are you doing? Why on earth? That's going to cost you so much money. I was like, I don't care. I want to experience it. Life is about experiences, guys. It's about experiences. And I felt like a rebel going against what the majority were telling me. Don't you do that. You're mad. That's gonna kill your bank balance. Doesn't matter. I can always sell it. If it gets really bad, I can sell it. And, my bank balance is not a representation of me. And your bank balances are not a representation of you. Everyone has something to offer. Everyone. But it's down to you to find it. Whatever that is, looks different for everybody. There's a multitude, infinite amount of possibilities. And if you're not happy with something, rebel. Do what you think is right. Now, I'm a big believer in common law. So, not going to harm the land, not going to harm any living things, not going to harm any humans, not going to steal, not going to physically harm, mentally harm. Obviously, scrubbing out all of that, that's just common decency. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form. None of that stuff. That's important, and nothing outside of those things I would condone in any way, shape, or form. But if you're omitting all those things, and there's something that you really want to do it. Go for it. Rebel. Life is meant to be lived with passion, guys. With passion. Do you have passion in your life? I'm not just talking about the bedroom. But do you have passion in your life? What you do day in, day out, are you passionate about it? Is it something you're passionate about? And I know there's other things that we have to do to, feed ourselves, go to the supermarket. I don't get passionate about going to the supermarket. My fiance will tell you I'm not a biggest fan of shopping. Most of the time, people are zombies, right? People are just zombies. When I used to go to London, no one talks to anyone. Admittedly, I wasn't openly talking to everyone here and there, but I would look at people and smile. Just have a smile. And I got in the comfort zone and think, actually, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe it's making other people feel uncomfortable. That's how I was thinking initially. Then over time, I was like, actually, you know what? No, because I want to smile at people. Not in a freaky, weird sort of way. Just looking at people like, no, I wouldn't do that. But I'd give someone a smile. If there was someone caught my eye, I'd give them a smile. Male, female, Because it might make their morning. It might make their morning. So I felt like, actually, I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna be different. And what I learned is life is not about fitting in. It's not about fitting in. It's about being yourself. Being who you want to be. Because then I truly believe you will find true happiness. When you are being yourself, you're not hiding away, you're acting the way you want to act, you live where you want to live, you have the things that you want to have. If you're a materialistic person, you might not be a materialistic person. My fiance is not materialistic in any way, shape or form. She does not care about what car she drives, really. You know, I'm materialistic. I like to live in a nice place and I love my car. But other than that, really, that's it, really. Other than that, it's my family that's important to me. My friends. So have a good think about the things that are going on around you. And think, are you okay with it? Are you just willing to accept it because it's easy? Let me leave you with this. Because this is what I think about. Because I've got 2 boys. What is the world going to be like in 20, 30, 40, 50 years if we do nothing? What's going to look like for your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandchildren? What's the world going to look like if we allow the powers that be to dictate what we can and cannot do? What is it going to be like? And you can see the way things are going. You can see the way they're going. And you think, well, if that's like that now, 20, 30 years, Jesus. If we allow them to keep doing this stuff, what kind of life are they going to have? What kind of life are they going to have, truly? I feel it's my responsibility as a father to look out for my kids and lead by example. To stand up for what they believe in. Having the freedom of choice. And it all comes down to choice, everybody. It all comes down to choice. We all have the choice to make. I'm not saying I'm right and only my way is right and your ways are wrong and everyone else's is wrong. I'm not saying that in any way, shape or form. But just remember, you have a choice. And it's up to you to make it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for this video. Watching the video, sorry. And no edits in this. It's just me being real, as always. So, like, subscribe, share, comment. And I'll see you in the next video. I've got lots and lots more coming up. Thank you for your time. Thank you for spending it with me. And I'll see you in the next video.